Oh, this movie had a pretty sweet teaser trailer. A Wrinkle in Time. So A Wrinkle in Time is a Disney movie where this girl's dad essentially disappeared. He was theorizing how to travel across the known universe in an instant. Point is, he disappeared 4 years ago. And now these galactic deity type ladies come to this girl and her brother and they were like, let's find your dad. So that's essentially the premise of the movie. The movie's pretty aimless, so I used the word essentially. So anyhow, let's talk about from the beginning of this movie. This movie just was not grabbing me. The movie didn't get me connected to the characters. I mean, I get the concept. Her dad's gone. She's rebelling. You get that her father's gone. You get what she's feeling, but it doesn't hit you where you live. Don't know what to say, and a movie properly illustrating that is important for an adventure like this. And when they go on this adventure with these three deity type ladies, they go to these wondrous, wonderful looking lands. They're just like, oh, they hang out here. All right, let's go to the next one. And they do that. It's just kind of a hop, skip, and a jump because that's the point of the movie. You feel like these worlds are Disney with their fingers crossed going, all right, if this movie takes off, if it makes a lot of money, we can bring that world to our new Disneyland theme park. And you genuinely feel like that's the point of the movie. If you focus this movie up, this movie would be about 40 minutes long. So you feel like they just had to draw it out for the sake of filling time. A Wrinkle, I'm not even going to. And I know this movie's based off of a book, but it's a book I know nothing about. It's a book I've never read. All I can do is base the movie on the movie. This movie has a sweet message about love and love connecting people. I mean, it is cheesy, but it's a Disney movie for kids. Really, I feel like Ava DuVernay was on a roll with these low budget character pieces. Then she got a big budget from Disney, and it kind of shows why she should stick with low budget character pieces. She's fine in that wheelhouse. It's like Shyamalan should not have a big budget. I feel like she might be in that same boat. And I remember in the movie, the main girl and the older boy, not her little brother, but the older kid, they're having a moment. He says something like, I don't think you know how wonderful you are, or something like that. It's like their lines were written by adults through the eyes of adults, but they're supposed to be kids, but kids don't talk like that. So it conflicts with me. Let kids be kids. I mean, the really smart kid, he talks a little different because he's supposed to be smart, but I want to give that little kid a pass because he is a little kid, but there's a point in the movie where the movie requires much more of him. Something that happens in the movie, I guess I don't want to spoil it for you in case you want to watch it, but if what happened with this kid happened earlier in the movie, would have given it some emotional weight. But as it stands, it just kind of happens. You're like, oh, okay, I guess this is happening now. And then the movie requires so much more of this kid, and the kid just was not up to the task. I mean, in a world where he's a kid in 2018, there's like a 10 or 20% chance that he might actually watch this review. Kid, if you're watching this, stick with it, man. I want to see you have a feature in acting. But it doesn't change the fact that the kid was not up to the task. He could not deliver what the role required of him. At that point, it's on Ava DuVernay or whatever producer from Disney said, yeah, he's the kid for this task. It's going to be on him. And they essentially took a level 6 rogue, threw him up against a level 60 dragon, said, all right, it's you. That sucks. I feel like they failed him. And it actually compromised the entire movie as a whole because the emotional weight was on the moments between the kid and her. And when it doesn't come together, the movie doesn't deliver. Just the whole thing falls apart. Guys, in the end, this movie had interesting concepts. I mean, if you're looking for a movie that's like, oh, it's about space-time, it's really not. It's not really the basis of it. It's just essentially, it's a fantasy adventure. Saying A Wrinkle in Time is a movie about space-time is like saying Hurricane Heist is a movie about meteorology. It's not why it's there. It just uses that as a platform to send these kids on an adventure. And really, this adventure was quite messy. It was unfocused. The characters didn't resonate with me. I feel like Ava DuVernay bit off a bit more than she could chew with this one. She should probably do the character pieces like Selma. She was great at that. As for A Wrinkle in Time, I'm not gonna remember it in T-1 day. Yep, already forgot. But Disney, if you want to send people to an adventure land, I could really go for that third Tron movie that you canceled, that you talked about, that's not happening. Whatever, I want a Tron trilogy, sue me. All right, so A Wrinkle in Time, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.